Here with more, Adam Carolla himself is with us. He sadly also, like so many in Southern California, forced to evacuate his home not long ago. How close was the fire to your house?
It may have been in my house. I still don't know. I'm in Malibu. I'm near the coast, near PCH, and many structures around me, almost all the structures around me have burned along PCH and in the mountains. So I still haven't gotten confirmation whether my home is there or gone.
Not a good feeling. Let's go to the story that you told. One thing, we have similar blue-collar roots. You wanted to be a fireman. You were told to basically you'd be contacted in 7 years. That happened. And then you go, you show up, and tell that story again. What actually happened?
The letter went to the old house I lived in, my dad's home. I'd been a construction worker for 7 years at this point, but I figured I'd take the test anyway on a whim. It was on a Saturday at Hollywood High. I stood in line, and I kept asking everyone around me, when did you sign up? Because it seemed bizarre to me that I signed up 7 years earlier. And when I asked the girl behind me, a woman of color who is diminutive, by the way, 5'0", she said 3 days ago.
Wow, unbelievable. What is your reaction? The mayor was in Ghana. The mayor comes back. The mayor is asked a lot of questions. We just played her non-response. Is that her answer to the people of Los Angeles that are losing everything?
I mean, that's how we are in L.A. The city officials are, very left-leaning and very deep blue, and they get actually angry when you ask them any substantive questions. They're not really even used to being asked any difficult questions because the media's in their hip pocket as well. So they don't even know how to react when a tough question is asked.
Are there any efforts that you know of in Southern California to have controlled burns? Any efforts that you know of to remove the brush that is the kindling for fires like we're watching tonight?
We had a major fire in Malibu 3.5 weeks ago. It's not like it was 3.5 years ago. This is an ongoing issue, and Newsom likes to say it's now year-round because he wants to talk about climate change, so he's the first guy who's aware of it. They want to blame everything on climate change, but it's really their inaction. That's why we're in this predicament.
But they won't. Why is it? Why are they so reluctant to use the known practices that work? Removing the brush, removing the debris, having controlled burns. Where is this reluctance coming from? Are they afraid of endangered species? Because if they're doing this for the environment, okay, that sounds great on paper, but I would imagine that the skies over Los Angeles and Pacific Palisades right now are not exactly the healthiest in the country.
Well, first things first. The second Donald Trump said to clean up the forest, that's when you knew it wasn't going to happen, because whatever he says, we do the opposite of. He wants to build a wall on the border. We want to tear it down. He likes ivermectin. We say it's horse paste. He wants to clean up the forest. We reject everything. So we'll do the opposite of everything Trump ever suggested, number one. The state is run by a handful of environmental lunatics, like the Coastal Commission, 8 or 12 unappointed or unelected people deciding what goes on in the entire state. That's how it's always been, a handful of lunatic nut jobs running everyone else into the ground.
So the odds are pretty high that you probably lost your house today.
I would say it's a coin toss at best. I've seen a lot of footage of houses that were around my house burnt to the ground. There's still some hope that my house is still intact, but if it is, it'll be a miracle.
Well, it's pretty unbelievable. I mean, the fact that the government would put, quote, environmental concerns and then allow an environmental disaster in its place is pretty unbelievable to me. Do you have any message for these elected officials? Anything you want to say? Any last word?
Yes. You're going to lose a whole lot of votes if you don't get it together. People, and look, you got to understand, Malibu, the Palisades, Santa Monica, these are deep blue progressive cities who vote and raise money and bend over backwards for these people. But they don't have a house anymore, and that's because of you. So it's time to get it together.
I don't know. I don't have faith in the people of California that they can turn the state red anytime soon. But I do. I pray for the people of California, you, your neighbors, everybody. I hate seeing people's lives up in flames, literally, like we're watching tonight. Adam, Godspeed, my friend. We're praying for everybody out there. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.